Welcome back to my channel, Aligning with My Soul, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for the comments I've been getting. It means so much to me. I'm going to be doing masculine reading because that's what this channel is based on doing, and obviously showing my story of aligning with my soul. The more and more this channel progresses, I will share more of my journey and how my beautiful twin flame journey started. So, but yeah, as I get more confidence. But I'm going to be doing masculine reading, and this channel is for people in some kind of separation or challenge, or there's not much communication or no communication. So I'm going to use Archangel Oracle card from Drawing Virtue, and I'm going to use the Archangel Michael Oracle deck from Drawing Virtue, and the Angel Oracle from Ambika Waters, and that'll be the overall energy of the masculine, what's going on at the moment. And at the end there'll be a card for you, the reminder card, to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit. And I'll be doing in here I've got the energy of how he's feeling towards you, where his energy's at, and what he would like to communicate if he had the opportunity, and what he's communicating in the 5D. So I'm going to start shuffling. I hope you guys are all well and coping with whatever situation is happening at the moment for you. I feel like there's a lot going on at the moment, a lot of shifts happening. And next week we are coming to full moon as well, so we know that this twin flame journey, or your spiritual journey, is affected by the moon cycles. So it's interesting to see what happens in the next few days. So what has been going on with the masculine? How are you helping and assisting the masculine at the moment, God? How's he feeling towards the person that's watching today? When I say separation, just remember you're not separated from your twin, because you're one soul. It's just that you're not with a physical person. You're just in preparation, I'd like to call it. So I hope you find that more helpful. You're both preparing and concentrating on your spiritual journey, so you can come back as one and sort all these different things out that you need to sort out. So what is going on, God, with this masculine today, and how's he feeling towards the person that's watching today as well? Nice clear message. I did ask God's guidance for this reading today as well before I start filming. I always do. So what would you like the person to know today that's watching, that's going on with their masculine? When I say divine feminine, divine masculine, it's just energy. I realise that they're just labels, that it's just energy, and don't be offended by me saying him, her, he, she. It's just energy, and the person that will be watching today will be the positive polarity, the conscious one, because your energy will be going to your masculine. So you're the one that's awake, and I know how important it is for you to know what's going on with your masculine. So let's see what cards come out today. Remember who you are. I'm going to pick 2 cards from here, and then I'm going to pick 2 from Archangel Michael. Prioritize again. We've had that one recently. I've got booklets here if I need more in-depth message as well. So much clearer, in-depth message. I've got the booklets to turn to if I feel that I need a more clearer message. What is going on today with the divine masculine's energy, and how are you assisting God? Nice clear message for the person that's watching, and how's he feeling towards the person that's watching today? What is the message today? What's going on with the masculine? Nice clear message, please. Take your time making your decision. explore your options. So I think I'm going to go to the handbook for a clearer message from those two. So, and then I'm going to get one from Ambique Waters as the overall energy of the masculine. What's the overall energy of the masculine? The person watching, so they're masculine. What is the overall energy of the masculine? And you know, what is going on with the energy and what is his overall energy? The masculine person that's watching today. Overall energy, please. Raphael. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. So the first card is Remember Who You Are, and it's Archangel Michael, and these two cards are from Archangel Michael as well. So you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. I'm going to go for a bit more in-depth message on that one as well. Let's have a look. So your masculine needs to know that he's loved, and to know that he's able to love, and he's a very, very powerful person, and he has so much love, and it's okay to, he just needs to know that it's okay to love. This is the message I'm getting, and he needs to know how important he is. You know, he's God's child, and everyone loves the masculine. He's a very powerful person, and he is, you know, there is a lot of love people feel for this masculine, and you know, obviously the person that's watching today feels this love, this ultimate love. It's about accepting and receiving it and knowing it's okay to feel love. So remember who you are, and remember how beautiful and powerful, you know, he is. So let's have a look. Remember who you are, to see if we can get a deeper message across, how we need, what we need to know, what your masculine is going through at the moment. Oops. Compassion. Remember who you are. Found it. Additional message is, you are made in the image and likeness of your Creator. So you embody aspects of all those qualities. Your inner divine light is pure and bright in truth, and no mistake can undo God's handiwork of true perfection. Don't be afraid of your power, your magnificence, or your wisdom. When you succeed, you inspire others. When you change your life so that it's more aligned with your interests, you inspire others. Be powerful, be magnificent. This is who you are. So this particular masculine needs to know how powerful he is and how amazing he is, his magnificence. There's something special, and God has made him, you know, perfection. And he needs to accept that, and when he has made changes in his life to what he actually really wants in his life, and what he actually, his interests, or whatever he wants to do with his life, or if he makes changes of, you know, coming towards the person that's watching today, or you know, in relationships or in career or anything, when he makes the changes, he will feel the success, and he will get the wisdom, and everything will flow, and he will feel that power, and the success will be shown to him when he aligns with what he actually wants to do with his life, where he's heading, who he wants to be with, what he wants to do. with his career or any interests, by doing the stuff that you really love and being with people that you love and being with people, you know, doing stuff and experiencing stuff that you love instead of plodding on and just being in negative energy and just doing stuff that you just don't enjoy, that's not serving you. Once you make the change, and the change could be quite a big step, but once you've made that change, you should feel the success, and your soul will be aligned to that, and you will get very good manifestation. You know, all the things that you're wanting to happen, it's all sitting there waiting for, but you need to make these changes first. But he needs to know how powerful he is and knows how good he is, and God has made him, you know, this powerful, beautiful person, but he just needs to know that. So he could be feeling not very good and not knowing how powerful he is and feeling unsure, and that he can, you know, that he is powerful and he is loved by people that are around him. He is loved. So he could have experienced, you know, lack of love in the past, or there's some kind of doubt, and God wants him to remember who he is, and who he is enough. And this person again is saying creative. This person's creative again. So the masculines we're tapping into at the moment are very creative, and God wants him to know how powerful and creative he is. And when he's doing creative things, that's when he gets wisdom and feels his power. And God has made him, you know, he's perfect the way he is. God, you know, he doesn't have to think that he's got to be something different. Just being him is enough, and by being him and accepting and being himself and knowing he's enough, that's when he will find the success and have the strength to make changes and move towards what he really does want in his life, to do with relationships, career, or any interests, because he'll be aligning to stuff that makes him feel good and aligning with his soul, because he just needs to realise how good he is, basically, this card is saying, and to feel his power, and he needs to know that he's very much loved. So very powerful. The next one is take your time making a decision, and that's from Archangel Michael. This card was Archangel Michael as well, so this is interesting. Please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach this situation. Remind me to detach and step back and allow the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. So there's some kind of decision that he's making, and God is helping him know that, and helping him stay strong, and to approach the situation in a calm, confident way, and to actually detach himself and surrender maybe to this situation and let God take control of the situation. So let's have a look. Take your time making this decision. Let's see what it says, the more in depth message, clearer message. So yeah, he needs to know how powerful he is. He needs to do things that make him happy and that he's interested in and that he loves. And he needs to know that he's loved. So he could be feeling lack of love at the moment. Right, let's read what it says. Take your time making this decision. You've asked about a situation where there's confusion or indecision, and this card sign that you shouldn't rush into anything. More information will be revealed as time passes, which will naturally guide your actions. There's no need to force anything right now. The opportunity won't go away if you don't jump on it immediately, and others will wait for you. It's your decision, and your best course of action is to slow down and take time. And so basically he wants to make a decision, but he's still very unsure about making this decision. So he needs to step back from this decision about the situation that he's worried about, and let God take over and take a step back from it, basically. Put his trust in God, and don't make whatever decision it is that he's trying to make. Don't rush into something that you're not sure about. Make sure that you feel 100% before making this decision. So there's definitely something going on where he needs to make a decision, and God is guiding him to actually take a step back and put it in God's hands and surrender to the situation, and he'll be guided in the right way, instead of being in the head or in the mind, or listening to the ego and rushing to this situation. But he's wanting to make a decision, and God is helping him stay strong and feel powerful. But he needs to know that he is protected by God. There's a lot of doubt here. This person, this masculine, the energy I'm picking up, he's very afraid and doubting himself, and he needs to know that he's loved, and he wants to make a decision. He needs to come out of his head and not rush into something, and be really 100% know it's the right decision from the heart, and listening to his intuition. So prioritise. Let's go to this card. And this is Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organised and motivated. So basically, the masculine needs to prioritise what he actually wants, and to focus on the highest priorities, and maybe come away from things that aren't serving him, where he's not getting, it's not serving him, basically. It's a negative situation, so he needs to spend more time on things that are going to help him feel good about himself, or do things that are good for him, and spend time on things that the things that he wants in his life. Focus on the things that that's going to get him somewhere, and not on stuff and wasting time and energy on stuff that's just people, situations that aren't good for him, and it's not helping him focus, because he's doing things that are just a waste of time. He needs to be motivated and organised. And when you feel motivated, when you're organised, you feel motivated to do the important stuff, the stuff that's going to get you somewhere. So he needs to focus his attention on stuff. I'm going to read the booklet as well on this one, because the message is very short as well. So let's see what prioritise. That is what my intuition is saying, that he needs to focus on things that are actually going to get him somewhere in life, and not keep doing the stuff that's not getting him anywhere, being stuck in that stuck energy. And when you're doing stuff and focus on stuff that you actually do want, you do for that motivation. Prosperity, prioritise. Okay, so what's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honour your priorities and support your life's mission. There you go. It says it all. Metatron is one of two archangels who once walked upon Earth as human men. Right, so basically, when he focuses time and schedules what he's supposed to be doing that's actually going to get him somewhere in life, he will benefit from it. And by doing activities and working on projects that make him happy, that he has interests again, that's what will help him have the good energy. The energy, it makes your heart open, it makes you, increases your energy, because when you're doing something you love, if you ever noticed, when you're doing something you love, the time just passes, it doesn't drag on, it just goes so quickly because you're enjoying what you're doing. So that joyful energy will increase. And when you're doing something you love and you're focused on stuff that you're wanting to do, and focusing, knowing it's heading somewhere, that's when your energy will change as well, because you just feel like you're actually getting somewhere instead of just being, like I said, in this stuck energy. And it makes you feel organised, it makes you feel motivated. So he needs to address this by focusing on stuff that makes him happy, work towards things that make him, working on things that are going to get him somewhere, and his interests that make him feel good. So, and then we've got explore your options. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see and understand asses of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness and my life purpose. So he wants guidance of what direction he's heading on. He's had some kind of understanding and wisdom about love, which could be about the person that's watching today. That could be for you. He's had some kind of wisdom and guidance from God, and it's helping him see more clearly and understand the path that he's on at the moment, and God is showing him the right direction, and the direction is by, he's going to make him have really good health, happiness, and he's going to feel like he's found his life purpose. So I'm going to get that message as well, because I really like this book, because it really does make it much more clearer. So explore your options. So really there is decisions being made here as well. That's what I'm picking up. He's wanting to make a decision, and he wants to know it's the right decision. He needs God to show him that it's the right decision, because he's feeling afraid of making a decision. And by doing things that he loves, that he feels like he's making a move forwards to his life, instead of stuck, it's just going to put him in a much clearer, positive energy. Okay, explore your options. Let's get a better, clearer message. You've worked hard to make your current circumstances palatable, and now it's time to look at alternatives. Your coping and adaptation skills are admirable. However, Archangel Michael reminds you that it's important to be honest and authentic with yourself at all times. You don't need to compromise in any way, for Michael assures you that your needs will be met in a gentle and loving ways. Very interesting. So, this is about truth again, and there's a lot of this going on with divine feminines and masculines at the moment. And Archangel is reminding him about how important it is to be honest with himself before he makes this decision. That's what I'm getting from this. So, and it says here, you don't need to compromise in any way, because Michael assures you that your needs will be met in gentle, loving ways. So he needs to be honest again. This is about being honest, and because we've take your time making this decision, but he needs to be honest before he makes the decision. If he's making a decision, he needs to be honest with himself. It's about honesty again, and it comes up all the time. Honesty, not just in my readings, in other people's readings I watch, that I've been drawn to since I've been on my journey, the ones that I trust and go to. It definitely is about truth and honesty at the moment. So Archangel Michael is encouraging him to trust his intuition, be honest with himself before he makes this decision, because there's no point making the decision if he's not listening to his intuition. He's not in his head, as I said before. So he needs to take a step back for a minute and think about, he just needs to have some quiet time and prioritise what's important, so he can clear his head, so he can make this decision and do things that make him happy and put him in a good energy to make this important decision that he wants to make. It's definitely coming more clearer to me as we've read this more in-depth message from the booklet. And he needs to remember what a beautiful human being he is and how powerful he is and how he can change things in his life. And once he's made those changes, he will feel the benefits and he will feel the love that he's wanting, and being in the loving energy is what he's needing. This masculine could have experienced a lack of love in his life. I'm feeling quite confused about this love that he's experiencing towards the person that's watching. So there's definitely going to be a decision being made. The overall energy is Raphael, and it's I'm strengthened and healed by the power of divine love. So it's about power again, knowing his power. And he's strengthened and healed by connecting with God, connecting with divine love. And the person, he'll feel his power and feel strength with this divine love that he feels for the person that's watching. This person, the person that's watching today, you could give him, make him feel strong and give him strength, and this divine love, this love that he feels for you makes him strong, give him strength to be able to face things that he's got to face, in the world, and make him feel this power, to know how powerful he is and how amazing he is. Maybe you're a person that makes him feel, encourages him to feel this power and inspiration about what he wants to do with his life. Because he feels this divine love. It is divine love. He's connected, connecting with God. And this love that is, on the twin flame journey is about God's love. It's about waking up and experience this ultimate love with God and this your divine masculine. So absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get what energies he's at the moment as well. Let's see. What is his energy and how's he feeling at the moment towards the person that's watching? Freedom. He wants freedom from this situation. And in this card that says explore your options. You can see the unicorn and the angel is just like charging. He wants freedom. He's had enough of this situation. He wants this all sorted out, and once he feels, when he's feeling God's love and he's feeling the love from the person, you that's watching today, he has that freedom. And he will get that freedom when he makes the changes, this decision that he wants to make. But he's got to make the decision in a good space. He needs to declutter his mind and listen to his intuition. Let's see what else comes out today. Sadness. So he's experiencing some kind of sadness as well. Sadness and, on this card, the first card to come out, he said, he needs to know that he's loved. So he could be feeling quite sad and not feeling loved. So the person that's watching you need to send him love and energy. And keep your energy balanced, because it's so important, because it's your energy that goes to him. So he needs to feel the love. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything in 3D. It means you need to be in a good energy within yourself and balanced and focused yourself. So he can pick up this loving energy, so he knows that he's loved. And that will help the sadness, because he's feeling sadness about this situation. He's feeling under pressure about this decision. And his intuition and his inner self knows what decision he wants to make. It's about taking a step, and that's making him feel uncomfortable, which, when you're feeling uncomfortable, brings sadness. What would he like to communicate with you if you had the opportunity? And what would he communicate with you in the 5D? What he's actually doing in the 5D? You know, what is he communicating to you in the 5D? And that is a lot going on in the 5D at the moment. Massive progression. I'm scared of intimacy again. That is something that's obviously on his mind. I'm scared of intimacy. He's scared of love. Maybe he hasn't experienced love before, or he's been hurt before, and he doesn't want to get close to you, the person that's watching, or he doesn't want to, you know, making that decision. He's scared of having the closeness and feeling the love because he doesn't want to get hurt, or he's scared of the actual physical act of being in intimacy with you. That could be a problem as well. And as I've said, that is something that I have to deal with, this energy that I'm scared of intimacy. So you need to, some of these things that come up today, you have to ask yourself that question. Are you scared of intimacy? Because once you deal with that, that will help you masculine as well. Oh, that one fell out, so I need to get that one. What is he would like to say? I love you with all my heart. Oh, that's really sweet. He wants you to know that, and if he had the chance to communicate, he wants you to know that he loves you with all of his heart. And he wants to make the right decision from the heart. So he needs to get out of his head. And once he gets out of his head, this will help of being scared of the intimacy, because you know, the ego and the mind is telling and saying things that making him feel sad and scared, when actually we don't have to feel scared or fearful. That's what I'm trying to say to myself. It's about me learning about this as well, is that the things that you're scared of and fearful for, it's all will work out and be put into place, and because God will help the situation of where you're feeling fear, and once you go through that fear, it's all resolved anyway, because when you turn to God and you know you've got God's love, the fear dissolves, and God has always got your back, and it all works out when you put your trust in God and you listen to your intuition. So that's amazing. Now I'm going to get the reminder cards for the person that's watching to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit. So what would you like the person to watch today? A nice clear message to help them focus and give them strength to carry on the spiritual journey that are on their ascension, on this twin flame journey. Please help give them the strength and the focus. So what is the card today that's going to come out for the person that's watching? What would you like that person to know, God? And for me, because these cards I do for myself and for the person that's watching, if they resonate for me, I will say. What is the message today for the person that's watching? Flow of well-being. I don't think we've had this one. Connect to the ever-flowing stream of well-being which is always available to you. Open yourself up to the universe, beautiful well-being energy which is constantly flowing. Surrender all your worries and fears to the divine universe and your divine inner spirit. You can do this by saying, I surrender, repeatedly until you start feeling better. Take several deep breaths and quieten your mind. Make it in your intention to start making some time for you. And the affirmation you can say to yourself is, I surrender all my worries and fears to the divine universe and my inner spirit, and I allow love, peace to flow through me now. So if there's something that you are worried about, and you're feeling uncomfortable, you need to surrender to it. So keep saying, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, until you're actually feeling some kind of release and you're feeling better. And take some deep breaths and quieten your mind. Stay in the present. Don't think in the past. Don't think too far ahead. Stay where you are and breathe and concentrate on what's happening right now. And some right now could be uncomfortable, could be challenging, but accept that that's happening and know where you are and trust God. And know what your intentions, make your intentions to make time, make time for yourself. Make time to sit quietly so you can focus on what's happening now, and to breathe and to say the words, I surrender to this situation that you're worried about. So, and then when you do that, that's when you flow, the well-being, your well-being, you will feel the well-being energy, which is really, really important, that you look after yourself and you keep well and stuff. And I know this journey is such a challenge sometimes, but it can be blissful as well. It's a blessing. And you have to, on this journey, you have to enjoy the journey and just not keep thinking about union. It's all part of, enjoy the work that as it leads up to the union. It's so important. And it's not about the physical person all the time. This is about you connecting with God and feeling God's love and handing things over to God, surrender and trusting. It's about patience and testing you to how much trust, do you actually trust God, Jesus? So surrender to it and put your trust in God and do things that make time for yourself and make yourself feel good. And that is where, obviously, I think that's where you're mirroring each other, because the masculine needs to do things that he is benefit, so he can make a decision. So he's going to do things that are going to help him, and then once he's in a better energy, he'll know that he's loved. And he knows it's okay to love. So, a very positive reading. Again, all of the readings are positive. They're never negative, and towards the Divine Masculine. If your energy is angry or frustrated and being triggered by what your masculine, you obviously need a lot of work to do. There's work to do, and ask yourself, what is that? Why is that triggering me? Why is that bothering me? There's something you need to deal with. So, but I try and make these readings of a nice understanding of what is going on with Divine Masculine. You have to feel it, the higher love. It's not, your masculine, there could have been things that are very upsetting, complicated, hard to understand, but you have to find that higher love, and then you will get the wisdom and understanding of why those things are happening. And it's about you learning. So I hope you, as I say, when we get these cards, it's about what's going on with you as well, and it's positive stuff that's going on with you. Your energy must be balanced and in a good place as well for these cards to come out, because your energy is going to the masculine. So, and as I said before, your masculine needs to feel love. So send him loving energy, not frustration, not anger, bitterness. It's not going to help the situation. You've got to find that higher love. And then you will feel, your masculine will feel the love from you. And this will help him be more confident and to listen to his intuition and to make the decision that he's having to, that he's wanting to make in a confident way, and knowing that it's the right decision from the heart, not from his head. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you watching my videos and supporting me. It means so much. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And I'll do another reading in a few days to see what's going on with masculine. But things are moving quickly, things are shifting. I can feel it in the energy. And again, there's going to be a full moon next week, so it'll be interesting. I'm sending all my love, support and light, and I am thinking of you all, and I'll see you in a few days. So take care. Bye.